Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That one is caught by Campbell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Nice run here on 2nd down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be.
And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Now they'll set up to throw. That is downfield to the tight end, Pitts. A nice throw by the rookie from Nebraska. It results in a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. The RPO, this one to McLaurin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And a nice run. get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Atlanta. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu.
The Commanders kick over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
29-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Into space. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here for Robinson. Woo! And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Falcons.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
And the Commanders' first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the air one more time. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And now he loses the football. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. Second and a yard. On the give, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Second down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's caught left side by Pitts. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Going up top. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Third down and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They run it here with Robinson. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Left side in the hands of London. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Commanders' 1st down. He'll get this out wide. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Looking for Campbell. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. Two minutes to play in regulation. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. Pitts is the man in motion. Here's Robinson. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Robinson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now, on 2nd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their 1st. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A lot riding on this play. Tie game. Final minute. 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He'll run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So, overtime coming up. Reminder, these rules different from the regular season. Each team gets to possess the football once. After that time, its next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. And all replay challenges come from upstairs. We'll play as long as we need to until we get a winner.
Young Wei Kuhn, kickoff for Atlanta.
As if playoff football wasn't stressful enough, it is jacked up now. We're back underway with this postseason overtime session. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch. And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Slayton is the man in motion. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be taken down. They'll run with Robinson. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. 2nd and 11. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He will have the Commanders' first down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
And with these new overtime rules in the postseason, Mike, remember, most teams want to go on defense first. But here, they get the ball first, and they go down and score. Now their defense knows we have to hold them out of the end zone, and we find ourselves moving on.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. That one is caught by Campbell. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. And here's Bijan. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Commanders 15-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Falcons.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they have done it! Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion. You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. This one intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. He works free, right side. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So, that's a wrap for Greg Olson and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.